Hello pagers, and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be going through my December 2021 reading journal spreads, and yes, it is official. 2021 is nearly over. We're at December. We're in the last month of the year. It is kind of surreal, but I'm actually really excited about the spread. So here I'm just sketching out this little gingerbread house type of thing on this brown paper I have. I actually kind of first got this inspiration from this like anthropology rug that everyone was DIYing. I remember the Sorry Girls like DIY'd this rug on their channel, and then I was like, that's really cute. I kind of want to do that for my journal because it seemed like a simple enough sketch. So I went on Pinterest and I found some images that I can like get some inspiration from, and I just put them here, and I just sketched out this little gingerbread house on this paper. This actually took a very, very long time. Like, not the white pen sketch, but the pencil sketch. I kept changing things again and again and again, and like it just took so long for me to get this design right. But I'm so glad that it turned out somewhat decent, because I kid you not, this like simple sketch took me like 3 days because I couldn't make up my mind of like how I wanted the house to look. So there's that. So here we have the finished house, and I'm just gonna cut it out and stick it in my journal. And here I have some wrapping paper. I actually bought this wrapping paper just for this spread. I found this wrapping paper on Amazon, and it came in like a pack of 4, but I saw this red wrapping paper with these like white polka dots, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need this wrapping paper for my journal. And actually, like, I was always that kid who like saved wrapping paper. Like, even like the ugly wrapping paper, whenever I used to get a gift, I used to save the wrapping paper for stuff. Like, I wasn't even journaling back then, but I used to save the wrapping paper. Here I'm just drawing out the December title page in this cursive font, in this really bad cursive font, because I haven't written in cursive since, I don't know, probably in school. And here I'm just working on the banner for my monthly stats spread, and we're just doing my normal banner, which I do in every single one of my spreads. I think you'll be seeing this banner a lot throughout these December spreads. But yes, I'm gonna do this brown paper background for the spreads, and I wanted to put some kind of like little holly leaves around the spread. So I had to like change the banner and like make it into a different shape so it'll like be symmetrical. But here it is. I'm just putting a little pine cone in the corner. I'm also going to use my alphabet stamps to stamp out the word stats. With that spread done, we are going on to our next spread, which is our books read spread. And here I'm just putting down this little border with this kind of text background paper. And here we just use some more of that wrapping paper, which I used in the first spread. Next, I'm just going to work on the books read title. It's going to be the same type of title that I did for the first spread. I'm just going to make a banner with the words books read inside of it with the same font that I used previously. So I'm just going to glue down the books read banner and then stick some like gingerbread cookie type things in the corners here. With that spread done, we are now going to work on the TBR spread, and here I'm just going to write down all the books that I want to read in December. I am participating in quite a few readathons this month. Actually, not quite a few, not as much as October. October was absolutely insane, but this time I'm only participating in, I think, 2 readathons, which was really hard to choose because there are so many amazing readathons that are happening in December. But yeah, I will be making spreads for the 2 readathons after this spread is finished. But here we just have the to be read banner stuck up, and I'm just doing some white pen doodles. I couldn't let go of the white pen doodles. I think they just come out with a vengeance in the autumn months or the colder months. And yeah, I really loved how this turned out, and I'm just making some little lights here. And I actually don't have that much space to write down a lot of things in this to be read spread, but since my reading has just been so abysmal and I've not been reading that much, I haven't been really making intense TBRs anyway, so I'm okay with that kind of space for my TBR spread. Anyway, here we are on the next spread, and this is the Merry and Bright Readathon spread. We'll leave a link to the announcement video down below. You can still participate. I think it starts on the 9th of December, and which is tomorrow now that I'm recording this, because I'm so late and I'm just procrastinating on this voiceover. So yes, sorry for the late video, guys. But yeah, I'm just writing down Merry and Bright on the black paper. I'm not exactly sure what font I'm going for here. I just wanted it to look a little wispy, so I made the ends kind of curl out a little bit. The ends for the B and the M and the R, whatever has a straight line. So I wanted it to look a little whimsical. And by that time, Ellie decided to drop in and say hello. So she's just gonna hang out here and rub her face on my camera and just shake things up a little bit. She never really jumps on my desk normally. She just wants to jump on there if it's just been a very long time since I've pet her, and she just wants to sit in my lap for a while, as she's doing right now. She just jumped on my lap, and that is where she is for the rest of this video. Since the readathon was called Merry and Bright, I wanted to use these little lantern, they're not stickers, they're printouts, but I wanted to use these little lantern images at the bottom, and I really liked how they turned out. The only problem is by the time I stuck everything down, I didn't really have enough space to write down the prompts and the TBR. Thankfully, I have a very, small TBR, and I didn't really need that much space anyway, since even though I love Christmas and like the Christmas vibes. I don't really like Christmas books or Christmas romances. They're just not my thing. I find them to be really, really cheesy. So I don't really have that many on my TBR. I think I'm just going to do a little novella set. I think the Reindeer series by Jana Aston. It's like a series of these little novellas. So I think I'll be reading those for this readathon. And last but not least, we are working on the historical romance readathon, which is actually going on right now as I'm recording this voiceover. I am absolutely terrible. But yes, this readathon is hosted by Jess, Lacey, and Lisa. I will link their announcement videos down below. They've been doing this historical romance readathon for a while now, and they just do it at different times. And I'm really excited to participate during this historical readathon. It's like a Christmassy edition, and I love it. But here I'm just writing down the banner in the similar type of font which I did for the Merry and Bright, this kind of weird whimsical font. Here I'm just writing down the prompts and TBR titles, and I'm going to draw a little white border around it to make them pop a little bit more. I also want to put these little stickers in the corners. I actually bought these stickers a long time ago, I think years ago, and this is the first time that I'm using them, which is great. I just really like how they kind of fit in with the red wrapping paper that I used, but since they were so tiny, I needed tweezers to get the backing off of them. But yeah, like I said, I kind of had the same problem that I had with the Merry and Bright, in the sense that the spread didn't really have enough space for me to write down what I needed to write down, so I actually had to kind of move things around and rearrange them and use a lot of whiteout. But yeah, I think I just have to keep in mind that these readathons have a lot of prompts, and I need to like give myself some more space to write things down and kind of like go easy on the whole, like, you know, borders and decorations, because in the end we want these spreads to be usable and not just like decoration and stuff like that. So I will keep that in mind for my next spreads. And here I'm just writing down my TBR. I'm actually not really going for any like specifically Christmassy romances. I just have a lot of historical romances that I'm either in the middle of or I want to complete by the end of the year. So I just put those on here for my TBR. And yeah, that's it for all the spreads, and here is the final flip through. I really hope you guys like these spreads. I'm really sorry for the late video. I procrastinated so much on this voiceover, But I hope you like these spreads anyway, and leave me a comment down below of what you are reading this December. Do you have any more reads that you want to squeeze in before 2022? Let me know. I love you guys. Please subscribe and like this video if you liked it, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.